Good day, first world travellers, and welcome back to the final part 3 of Hell Week. In this video, I'm going to show you how I get from China to Russia to where I am now over the course of 2 days. Beyond ridiculous, let's go. So it's day 5 of Hell Week. Happy days, I'm in Shanghai. I'm here for another day, basically after this, day 6, and then day 7 I'll be flying on to Russia. That's country number 4, but that's just a stop off. Anyway, so a bit of a travel tip and also a YouTuber tip. So whenever you're a tourist, it can be difficult to actually know what you're looking at or know where you're going. So I always research before I leave somewhere, take a screenshot of it so I can read it before I get to the place, so I know what I'm doing. So, you know, all this information that I say on my videos doesn't just come out of nowhere, believe it or not. Yeah, and sometimes it is memorised, but a lot of the time I do have to refresh my memory beforehand to ensure that you sound confident. That's the worst thing about YouTubers sometimes, where they're just rattling off something or they're looking at their hand, making it obvious that they don't know what they're doing. So that's the key. Try and come across as confident. And I know sometimes I don't. I'm not perfect. And by the way, this is the last Hell Week video, thank the Lord, days 5, 6 and 7. I'm having a real struggle today because I'm filming a things to do video and also a Shanghai City Basics video at the same time, concurrently. That's a good word, which can be a nightmare doing that because you have all the footage and you have to split it all up. And it's really difficult to do that, at least in my world. And I just want to mention someone else's channel, Black Sheep Chronicles. It's a lady called Alicia from America. I've been watching her lately, and there was something in a video yesterday of hers that I can relate to a lot, and that is when you come to a different country and you're stared at all the time. Korea definitely, China a million times more. Obviously, you know, especially when you're filming, they don't, because YouTube is banned, they don't obviously see a lot of YouTubers filming, walking around Shanghai, so it's just something you've got to get used to. Constant photo bombing. The amount of times I have to film the same thing today is monumental. Right, I'm at the Bund and looking at these amazing views. You'll see them more in my Shanghai things to do video. I've just had to film that bit about 15 times, no joke, because of the wind, number one. I finally got one shot where there was no wind at all. Victory to me. And also just the people constantly staring at me talking to a camera. But you know, after all this time, 10 months now, I'm flipping used to it. Just got to carry on, you know, give them an evil, dirty look and they walk away. Oh well. Okay, I'm on my way back now before I die of sunstroke. One thing I just wanted to mention is that many people think that YouTube is just about videos, but in actual fact you have to have some sense of photography as well. I'm not a photographer, don't get me wrong, all I have is a phone, but you have to have some sort of idea about what looks good in a picture, because you have to take your thumbnail photos before, well, while you're recording your video as well. You have to keep that in mind, which I often forget, so I often have to use screenshots from my actual video. But today I'm really pleased with myself. I've got a few good photos. Yeah, continue to look at me, stare at me everyone. Just grin and continue. It's now day 6 of Hell Week and I've just woken up, well, a few hours ago. Today I'm going to the airport tonight. This is the climax of Hell Week. So my flight is at 4:30 in the morning. To Russia, and basically there's no transport at that time of the morning that is cheap, so I'm having to get the metro at 9:30 tonight, sleep at the airport, or more accurately not sleep, and then get on my plane. So I'm going to be waiting for about 36 hours no doubt. Fantastic. And I'm just packing up my stuff before I go later. I just want to show you something. So this plastic bag was from like one of them wet bag thingies you buy when you go snorkeling. I got it in Thailand back in January or December, one of them. And I now use it to put all my change in that I've collected. This is 18 countries worth, 10 months worth of like one tiny dollar notes, about 1 million Japanese yen that are like 1 coins. Ridiculous. So I'm hoping that when I get back to wherever I'm going, that I'll be able to change this into actual money, because I'll probably be rich again. Madness. So I'm now out and about in Shanghai. I've come to the French Quarter and I've got 2 more bits to do before my things to do video is complete. You know what, it makes such a difference when you're actually in a mood to do filming, because believe it or not, you're not in that kind of mood 24 hours a day. Sometimes you just can't be bothered. Places aren't amazing, but when you come to a place that's really nice and when you film something that actually works first time and you're actually happy with it, it makes a real difference. It motivates you to continue. So I'm on to my next thing now. I've only got a few hours until I've got to go to the airport, so I better be quick. One thing about China that really frustrates me, I don't know whether it's just me or whether it's just Shanghai, but as you can see behind me, cars will just reverse out in front of you, bikes will like ride into you, and people are so frustrating. Apologies to any Chinese people watching, but this is my opinion. People will, you know, they have no sense of personal space. They'll walk right behind you, and if you're walking behind someone that is very slow, I'm a very fast walker, they just seem to have no sense of their surroundings. It's like they haven't got that sixth sense where they could detect people walking behind them like most of us have. So I spend half my time walking in the road and you have to walk around them. It's really frustrating, but that's just one of those things. You think I'd be good after all this time of navigating subway stations? Well, it turns out that's not the case, because I'm hopeless. So even when a subway station has like 16 exits like this one does, clueless. I just get out of anyone, it's potluck if I'm anywhere near my destination. If not, I just turn on Google Maps when I come out the station, because Google Maps never works inside train stations. It's so annoying, even if it's overground, at least in my case. So yeah, I'm gonna go and find something else to do. Right, I'm done in Shanghai. It's the race back to the hostel now. It's 7. I've got to leave for the airport. Hell week is coming to an end. Oh, Christ! So I completely forgot that I was meant to be filming this in all the kerfuffle. So I'm now at the airport. Obviously it's about midnight. I've got 2.5 hours until I can check in. So I'm attempting to find somewhere to sleep. That's not going to happen though. I'm thinking of getting maybe my scarf out of my suitcase and using that as a pillow. Why do I have a scarf? I think I bought it in the Philippines. I needed it for Japan the last time and it was cold. I don't hold out much hope for sleeping, so I'm currently watching old Girls Aloud videos. Who's Girls Aloud? Look it up. Right, it's now about, I don't know what time, about 3 o'clock in the morning, and finally through check-in. It took about an hour, and then the guy was questioning whether I had a visa for where I'm going. I don't need a visa. I even showed him the website. He went away and checked. Oh, and surprise, surprise, I don't need one. Then he detected batteries in my luggage. Had to have my luggage searched. No batteries in there. Fucking hell. Deserted airport. Woo! I've just had a thought. I bet my bags are going to be left in Russia. I could just feel it coming. Hell week is a nightmare. Can I just say? I'm going to cry any second now. Oh, I think that's my plane. That can't be my plane. It's a tiny plane. I'm trashed. I'm now in Russia, in a place called Novosbirsk, or something like that. I have never felt so bad in my life. Bad stomach, no sleep, nowhere to smoke, I've got no food or drink, and I've got no money on me. So all in all, fantastic. I've got to wait now 4 hours and the Wi-Fi doesn't work either, so pretty much, fuck knows what I'll do. So still waiting. It's about 12:45 up there, it says, so I've got like 2 hours until I can board again. One thing I notice is strange for me after so much time in Asia. I'm not seeing Asian people anymore, I'm seeing Russians. The men look like they're in the KGB drinking vodka, and the women have really bad hairstyles. It looks like I've stepped through the door to 1991 and I'm in a really bad episode of Eurovision. So great news, I'm so happy right now after the worst day travelling ever. I've now got to my 5th country in 7 days. Yes, this is Bishkek. It's the capital of Kyrgyzstan. If you don't know where that is, it's bordering China, Kazakhstan, and basically south of Russia. Gotcha. The funny thing is, I've spent so long in Southeast Asia, Northeast Asia, that people normally talk English to me because they can tell I'm obviously European, but here everyone thinks I'm Russian, so everyone is speaking Russian to me. So I'm having to realise that I've got to start learning basics of languages again, Christ's sake. So anyway, I'm going to go find my hostel. So welcome, oh fuck's sake. So welcome to Bishkek in Kyrgyzstan. Finally, the 7 days of Hell Week are over and done with. There's loads of videos coming from Kyrgyzstan, so make sure you subscribe if you're interested in hearing about this amazing country. I cannot wait to explore. So if you found this useful and you've enjoyed seeing the realities of travel life and also seeing what it's like as a travel vlogger on YouTube, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more. I'll catch you later. Ooh, there's a lamb, sheep. Meh. I can't, oh, shut up. Where else can I go? Where else can I go? Chasing you. Stupendous. Chasing you.